All right, so we're going to talk about solving systems by substitution today. But to start off, we're going to do a review of graphing. So work on this warm up right below, and then we'll talk about it. All right, so remember again, we're going to graph both of these equations first and then find their intersection. So for the purple one, we want to start at +1, and then our slope is -2, so we're going to go down 2 and right 1. So down 2, right 1, and just keep repeating that process. And then reverse it to go up 2 and left 1 to get the other chunk of your graph. And here's our equation. Same idea with the blue one. We're going to start at +9 for their y-intercept, and then follow the slopes. We're going to go up 2 and over 3, but we're out of space. We need to go backwards. So we're going to go down 2 and then left 3. Connect your dots. And where these two lines cross or intersect right here, that is your solution. So this is over at 1, 2, 3, -3, and +7. So our solution would be -3, +7. If you want to check, you can plug -3 into your equation, and you should get an answer of 7. Okay, we're going to skip this one and go to substitution. So here, if we want to solve using substitution, what that basically means is you're going to take one equation and plug it into the other equation. So here, we have that x equals 2y plus 1. So I can take this 2y plus 1 right here and replace this x with that. So we'll have 5 times 2y plus 1 minus the 9y equals 10. So all I did was take this and replace that with it. And now you're just solving for y. So distribute in the 5. We'll get 10y plus 5 minus 9y has to equal 10. Combine like terms right here, and you get y plus 5 equals 10. Subtract 5, and you get y equals 5. So you're half done now. Now what you need to do is take this y value and plug it back in up here. So we have x is going to equal 2 times 5 plus 1, or 11. So x equals 11. Again, you can always check, plug in 5, plug in 11, see if you get the other value back. Okay, so here are the steps all written out nicely. The first thing is find the variable that starts with x equals or y equals. That's what you're going to substitute in. If the variable is not by itself, so you had like 2x plus 5y equals 1, you need to get one variable by itself. Use your substitute and plug that into the other equation. Replace the variable. Solve the equation for whatever variable have at number 2. Then for step 4, plug your answer from 3 into your substitution or substitute equation and find the other value. So another example. Here we have y equals 7x minus 1, and then 5x minus 2y equals 11. So first step here was find the one that starts with y equals or x equals. Well, that one's right here. Next step, substitute that to replace the variable. So we have a y equals, so I'm going to replace this y right here. If we do that, you get 5x minus 2, replace with our y, so 7x minus 1 equals 11. Now we're on step 3, where you want to solve. So 5x minus 14x plus 2 equals 11. That comes from distributing this 2 into both of these values. We can combine like terms right here. So you have 5 minus 14. You'll get negative 9x plus 2 equals 11. We can subtract 2, and you get negative 9x equals 9. So x is going to equal negative 1. Okay, now we're on step 4. So step 4, take this and plug it back in. So y is going to equal 7 times negative 1 minus 1, which is negative 8 minus 1, or negative 9. And now you have both your values. You can always check by graphing or by plugging them back in and making sure that they make sense. All right, so you guys try this one on your own. Pause the video and solve this by substitution. All right, so here we can take this and plug it in for our x right there. You get negative 2 times 3y minus 7 plus 4y equals 12. Distribute your 2 in, negative 6y plus 14 plus 4y equals 12. Combine like terms, negative 2y plus 14 equals 12. Subtract 14. Negative 2y equals negative 2, y equals 1. So we're half done. Next step, take this, plug it in up here. X is going to equal 3 times 1 minus 7, or 3 minus 7, or negative 4. So x equals negative 4. Now you have both your solutions. Okay, so how do we actually know how many solutions something has? Well, you got to solve them. So let's check this one. Here we have our x equals, so I can take this and plug it in right here. So if we plug that in, you get 2 times 2y minus 3 minus 4y equals 5. Distribute this in. 4y minus 6 minus 4y equals 5. Combine like terms, and you end up getting negative 6 equals 5. That's not possible. That doesn't make sense. You can't have negative 6 equaling positive 5. So this is no solution because we get something ridiculous that like can't work. So how does that happen? So one solution we had before, you intersect right here. You have one solution. No solution was something parallel like this. And infinite is you had one line with another line right on top of it. So what does that mean in terms of solving? Here you're going to have something like y equals 5. So you have one solution and the variables remain when you solve. Here you'd have something like our negative 6 equals 5. So you have no variables left. And you have different numbers. If you have infinite number of solutions, you're going to have something like 5 equals 5. So you're going to have no variables still, but you're going to have the same number. So it ends up equaling the same thing. And that's it for this one. So go work on the 6.2.1 Math Excel.